Yo, everybody, what's going on with y'all, man? It's your boy Q, back at y'all with another video, man. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. You know the vibes, man. You know the vibes. Wow. So the New York Knicks trading for Mikal Bridges, man. This is some crazy shit, bro. This is news that's coming out a day before the NBA draft starts. I mean, y'all know the NBA draft is approaching us. But let's get into this deal though, man. I think this was a very good deal for the New York Knicks and the Brooklyn Nets. Actually, I think this is a both teams um, benefit very very well from this deal going down. Now, for the New York Knicks, they trade away 4 first round picks from 2025 to 2031 and Bojan Bogdanovic to the to the Brooklyn Nets. Um, I do believe that the New York Knicks were able to keep their draft picks for this year. I'm pretty sure they got like 2 draft picks this year, so they were able to keep those. But they end up sending 4 first rounders to the Brooklyn Nets. Um, so the New York Knicks are the Villanova Knicks now. I mean, you got Mikal Bridges, you got Jalen Brunson, you got Josh Hart, and now you got Mikal Bridges on the team. So you know these guys wanted to play together. You know these guys know how to play together because they won a championship with Jay Wright back in college. So there's something that's being built here in New York that's very, very special now. Before they even signed um, Jalen Brunson, you weren't never thinking of this team as being a championship contender. But now, with the pieces that they have now after this trade, they could very well compete with Boston in the East next year. Um, Now, I heard that there was a rumor that came out saying that the New York Knicks are still eager to keep OG Anunoby. Now, it's very confusing though, because if you really wanted to keep OG Anunoby, I don't understand why you traded all these draft picks to get Mikal Bridges. But at the same time, though, I do understand that if you got Mikal Bridges now and you're able to retain OG Anunoby, bruh, can you imagine how good the Knicks will be defensively? Because we already know what Mikal Bridges brings to the team as far as defensive wise, and we already know what OG Anunoby can do, defensively. So if you're able to bring those guys back, man, you're looking at a very, very scary team, man. I don't know what the future holds for Julius Randle. I'm not sure what his contract situation is looking like with the New York Knicks, but if they're able to retain Julius Randle too, and I know, a lot of New York Knicks fans aren't big fans of Julius Randle, but look, if you can get buckets, bro, you'll always have a spot on the team. You'll always have a spot in the NBA, and Julius Randle can get buckets. Point blank, period. W trade for the New York Knicks, but let's transition over to the Brooklyn Nets, right? Now, you guys all know that back in the day, the Brooklyn Nets traded away their future to get Kevin Garnett, to get Paul Pierce, to get all those Darren Williams, to get all those guys on the team, and to try to compete with Miami back when Miami had LeBron, and it didn't work out. You know what I'm saying? It didn't amount to championships. They did have a lot of good regular seasons, but all in all, they were never able to accomplish the ultimate goal of winning a championship with that team. As loaded as they were never able to win a championship with that squad. And then fast forward a couple of years later, they kind of they kind of go and do the same thing that they did back in the day, but this time they ended up trading their future away for Kevin Durant, um, James Harden, and Kyrie Irving. And I mean, those guys, when they were healthy, they were good, but they were barely any health. They were barely ever healthy. And Kyrie had that situation with the COVID vaccine and all that. Kevin Durant couldn't stay healthy, and James Harden was a malcontent, and he wanted to go to the 76ers to play with Daryl Morey. Okay, not gonna put too much blame on the Brooklyn Nets for that particular situation, but you were just trying to get a bunch of star players that you thought would work good together because they were good friends, in the league, but it didn't work out, and that's fine. Now, fast forward to 2024. Now the Nets with all this draft capital that they have, they're able to fully and rebuild the proper way. You know what I'm saying? Because that's really what I've been saying about the Brooklyn Nets for the longest. Even when they traded for Mikal Bridges, I said to myself, I don't look at Mikal Bridges as being like the focal point of a championship team. Now, he can be a good piece. Like, he could be a second or third option, but for you to build around Mikal Bridges expecting to win a championship, it was just never gonna happen. I mean, even going back to his time in Phoenix when he was like the fourth option on the team, and he was still giving you like 15, 16 points a game, and he can play good defense. He can space the floor. He can you know what I mean? He can facilitate a little bit. But Mikal Bridges is not that guy that you're going to rely on to give you 20, 30 points a game now. Last season, he averaged like 19 and a half points a game, so that's basically 20 points a game. But he had a down year. I just don't think Mikal Bridges being your main scorer, your go-to scorer, is gonna get you over the top as far as a franchise goes. But the Knicks, though, him being on the Knicks and him having familiarity with Jalen Brunson and Josh Hart, DiVincenzo, and them boys, man, I feel like it'll work a lot better for him. And he's not really the main focal point. He's not, he's gonna be in a role that better suits him. I'm gonna say that he can average his 16 a game, 16 to 20 points a game, play good defense, while at the same time not taking away shots from Jalen Brunson or any of the other guys because he's a good off-ball player as well. So I really, really like this trade for the New York Knicks, man. Gives them a chance to really compete with the top teams in the East, which is Boston right now. The Brooklyn Nets, man, full rebuild mode. I've been telling people that they should have been traded Mikal Bridges, but I'm guessing they was waiting for the right deal to come around, and this was the right deal. So they had to pull the trigger, you know. Um, so I'm a Miami Heat fan, you know. So I'm obviously watching these things very, very closely. And right now, we're looking like bottom feeders right now. All the moves that all these other teams are making right now, we're looking like bottom feeders. I'm interested to see what Miami does to try to keep up with all the other teams in the East, man. But New York is looking real scary, man. And imagine if they can bring back OG Anunoby, bro. Wow, incredible. But yeah, man. Let me know what you guys think about the Mikal Bridges deal. Honestly, I don't really have a clear-cut winner at the moment. I think it was a good deal for both sides. Honestly, I feel like right now New York Knicks are in win-now mode, and this deal for them makes sense. Same thing with the Nets. Obviously the franchise is going in a different direction right now, but they need all the draft picks they can get in order to start rebuilding properly. And I think this is a good opportunity for them to do that. And before I let y'all go, man, the one thing I'm gonna say about the Nets, hopefully they learn their lesson. When it comes to trading for star players and making big threes, it didn't work out the last two times y'all tried to do it. So I think y'all should just stay put and go through this rebuilding process the right way, and something good will come of it. You know what I'm saying? In 2025, you got a lot of prospects coming out. Cooper Flack, Dylan Harper. So there's going to be star players out there that you'll probably have a chance to draft with all this draft capital that you got. But all in all, man, please like, comment, share, subscribe. Y'all know the vibes, man. And I'm going to get up with y'all on the next one. Peace, y'all. Peace.